Alderaan certainly is the prettiest world on our itinerary. Don't let all that breathtaking scenery fool you, though. This is the most dangerous planet of the core worlds. The nobles here could teach the Sith a few things about backstabbing and assassination.
Great. A planet of two-faced killers.
They say every noble who's anyone has killed at least one person, even if by accident. Every so often, the noble families spill their bloodlines fighting for the throne. The current succession war is the bloodiest on record. Since the Empire arrived to put its own puppet in charge, there's no telling who will come out on top.
Who's the big shot around here?
House Organa seized the throne, but maybe not for long. The whole planet's a war zone. The first time I visited, I thought all the nobles were so glamorous. Then I saw the truth. These people don't know how lucky they are, or what they should do with their fortunes. They don't deserve to rule.
These nobles really upset you, don't they?
I couldn't care less about them. All that matters is getting what we came here for. Your first delivery is a piece of glaze cake. All you have to do is escort that antique power droid to House Organa's castle. Since House Organa runs this spaceport and their castle is right around the corner, dropping off the droid should be a quick run.
The droid's my first delivery. What's the second?
One deal at a time, Captain. Let's focus on dumping that bucket of bolts. The droid belongs to a couple of young nobles, Len Turan and his sister Sidonia. Decent people, all things considered.
Got it. I better get moving.
Excuse me. Please, I have an urgent call from Organa Palace.
Stay calm. Tell me what's going on.
I'm only the messenger. You'll have to talk to him.
I've got guns and a hell of a ship. Tell me what you need. So you're desperate and have a lot of money. I like where this is going.
You've got to stop the Thul squads before they turn this place into a crater.
I can stop them. Can you tell me any more?
I saw some of the Thul soldiers on my way here. I don't know anything else. Don't let them blow us up.
Ugly and dead. This is Organa. What do we do if some duke or baroness shows up? Salute? Curtsy? Wink knowingly?
Mami lebik bak manuk, maraka naja ki nam yapamyak, kam perim ganam, bagiyang, manik hikupukam.
You smell like sweat and beradium. The smell of hard work.
Alam kuku inu nebak nam kara.
You will brief her here, General. I am Duke House Organa, Lord of House Organa, and heir to the SWTOR. I bid you welcome.
My Lord Duke, it's a pleasure to meet you.
The pleasure is mine. Organa's people sleep better because of you.
Umnuk inu memnu, amka kammem perolak palak. Memgam gamginia geguan, amner na hanak.
Not many people hope for peace anymore.
Then the obligation falls to us.
Manuk maraka naja, ki namabam, yak manala.
If Thul defeats us, the other houses will fall, and Thul will help the Empire spread darkness across the galaxy. I know you came to Alderaan for other reasons, but I need individuals of skill and valor to beat back this evil. Help us.
I'm willing to lend a hand, but it won't come cheap.
Organa has lost much over the years, but our coffers aren't empty yet. I think you'll be satisfied. The Thul army's led by Baron House Thul, one of the house heirs, and their best duelist. They call him the Wolf Baron.
Raga memua inu bunyan, kemapa amkanamia.
He's after the spears of Organa. He plans to turn our own weapons against us.
What are these spears?
The spears are ancient defense turrets built into the bedrock. Not up to modern specifications, still more powerful than any walker.
Bulmogala abayang. Nilama ini amka amgap.
Perhaps, but Thul isn't expecting our new ally. Take back those turrets however you can, before they destroy us all.
You made a deal with a woman named Risha for this droid? I'm here to collect.
Welcome home, you ugly little thing. I mean the droid, of course.
This is no time for your juvenile jokes. We should properly introduce ourselves. I am Lady Sidonia Terran, Herald of the Gold Aurora.
And I'm her brother, Lord Len Terran, Warden of the Eternal Flame. Please call me Len.
You're the best thing I've seen all day, Len.
The last time a woman made me blush, I was just a boy.
Got news for you, Slick. You're still just a boy.
My brother and I are all that remains of House Terran's noble bloodline.
One of Alderaan's more reprehensible pedigrees, House Bayless, slaughtered our family and seized all our holdings.
If that happened to me, I'd be raising an army.
Hard to raise much of anything when you haven't two credits to rub together.
This droid holds new hope for us, literally. Centuries ago, our ancestors hid something inside it for safekeeping.
Pirates absconded with the unfashionable machine generations ago. Tracking it down has consumed our family since before we were born.
What that droid contains will rebuild House Turan. But we need instructions to safely open the hidden compartment. It's rigged to explode, you see.
The instructions are at our family's estate, now occupied by House Baelis's forces. Without those instructions, we can't pay you.
There must be plenty of mercenaries willing to go steal those codes.
We've hired 37 professional thieves. None has returned. Perhaps they formed a club.
The instructions we need are in a datapad of Turan family history at our estate's library. If you retrieve that datapad, we'll add a substantial bonus to your payment.
And there are some additional family heirlooms we'll pay you handsomely to recover while you're there.
What am I looking for, exactly?
They'll be the valuable-looking things surrounded by guards. Sidonia, it's almost time for that meeting with House Organa. Why don't you go chat with them in my place?
How shocking that you'd rather stay and entertain a female guest. Very well. I'll return as soon as I'm able.
Don't hurry back.
Goodbye.
I thought she'd never leave. My dear sister has the charisma of a Killick. You, on the other hand, are endlessly charming.
I hope you're not falling for any of Slick's nonsense.
Don't get your feathers ruffled, Corso.
I'm just looking out for you.
I don't mind if your servant hears our conversation. I'm many things, but shy isn't one of them. When you return with that datapad, I'll have to find a creative means of thanking you.
I've already thought of several.
Really? I look forward to comparing notes. When this droid business is over, I might leave Alderaan. Finally put the blood and feuding behind me. Spend the rest of my life as a galactic vagabond? Wouldn't that be grand?
If you're looking to roam the galaxy, we should talk when I get back.
I hope we'll do more than talk. I've monopolized your time enough for now. Do take care of yourself.
Given us their full support.
Or you'll leave Alderaan to Boris Ulgo? If your men won a few more battles, it might help.
For a world that isn't sure about the Republic, I'll be sure to pass that along. You're dumb, ugly, and dead.
The spears of Organa are back in our hands. My grandfather would be proud.
Lebaga mama nakinaya, bilak mamua kam libik.
I will not leave my troops behind, General. Do not suggest it. You have my personal thanks. We will feast tonight and ready ourselves for the next battle.
That won't pay my expenses. I need credits.
The treasury isn't empty yet, and as I said, you have my thanks.
My lord, there's a call coming in on your secure channel.
Thank you, Haley. Put it through, General.
It's been a long time, my Lord Duke. Who are your friends?
Never mind. If they wish to speak to the Wolf Baron of House Thul, they'll do so themselves.
You ordered the land bombed and the turrets captured.
I did, yes. You may have retaken the spears of Organa, but they served my purpose, scattering your people and sending them straight into my hands.
What are you saying, Baron?
I'm saying that House Thul has taken 300 Organa citizens captive. I thought you'd want to know.
Make your demands. We're listening.
I'd like to meet in person to civilly discuss the fate of my prisoners. I'm sending a time and coordinates now. In the meantime, your people will be treated well. The incident with your son-in-law will not be repeated.
Damn him! Damn his eyes!
Ripoknane kari maraka. Anghamja lebik mem ark.
I'm not a fool, but a ruler who cannot protect his people is no ruler at all. I have to go.
I'm not afraid of the Wolf Baron. Allow me to handle this.
You are Organa's best hope, but you will not go alone. Lead the way and I will follow. Sweep aside the Wolf Baron's black guard, his assassins. He wants to meet. Let us meet on even terms.
We'll rescue those people, and House Thul will fall.
So it shall be.
Mami lebik bakmanuk. Maraka naja ki nam yapamyak.
Thank you, General. And you, I pronounce you a paladin of House Organa, my beacon in the dark. It is your valor I salute. Your word I believe. Clear the path, my friend, and let us look evil in the eye.
Impressive. A pity House Organa got to you before I did. Thul could use someone with your skills. I am Baron Kass Thul, better known as the Wolf Baron. Is the Duke on his way, or did the old man send you in his place?
You said you had 300 Organa's prisoner.
Indeed I do. Let me show you.
My name is Brant Son. I'm an 8th-generation subject of House Organa. My family, along with many others, was captured by House Thul. They're treating us well.
Baron, what have you done with my people?
Keep your Duke on a leash, please. The prisoners are in a very precarious situation.
I'm only gonna tell you once. Free the captives, now.
I have 348 prisoners. I'm willing to make a trade.
I'll do it, Baron. House Organa isn't going to fall without me.
Ha! No! I want your friend. She will become my prisoner in exchange for the hostages.
You should take that comedy act on tour.
I'm very serious. You're more useful to House Organa than the Duke. If I can take you out of commission before the next battle, why not? You can rest happily in our jails until the Republic ransoms you back, or you can have 300 deaths on your conscience.
I'll turn myself in. Let the hostages go.
You will not be forgotten. I swear it.
Use the gas. Keep her incapacitated until the transport is ready.
No movement for hours. We're secure.
What's that? By the entrance.
Attack! Destroy the Thul invaders and free the prisoner!
Are you hurt? We came for you as soon as we heard what happened.
They had me sedated, but they didn't hurt me.
Myself and the others, the Wolf Baron, freed us when you turned yourself in. Our first duty was to rescue you. But the Thul army is on the march again. We need your help. General!
Yukaki mem panino. Am kapina bek memno kimgam.
What's House Thul up to now?
Manalang yang perlo. Am kakalami na yakina lebua.
We're used to fighting blasters, not the Force.
Mami lebik bak manuk. Naraka najaki nam yabamyak.
A full assault, sneak attack. Results are what matter, right?
Nikaran iyam. Yang koko laki laki. Unuk inu memno. Am kakam mem perolak palak. Raka kem yu am kam nemno. Namgan bak umnok kijak.
Go, save our house the way you saved us.
You've got a minute, Captain. I've got something on my mind.
Enter and stand before me. General Kashim reports that the Sith have been defeated. The Thul forces are scattered. Our troops are containing the enemy along the coast. For this alone, your names will be recorded in the histories of House Organa. This is a victory.
The battle's over? There won't be a second wave?
Inik maraka, nayanaram, kam kalu am kamanik.
Bring in the prisoner.
I will not beg. My allies will come for me.
You risked your life to save my people from this man's treachery. I put his fate in your hands.
He could have killed me, but he didn't. Make sure he's not harmed.
I am glad to see there is honor left on this world.
You choose wisely. Take him away.
Manalang yang perlo, am kakalami nayakira lebua.
My friend, I ask you to act in House Organa's name as you travel this world. Will you represent our cause?
I'm honored, my lord. I'll do anything I can.
Once again, I am grateful.
You
will always be welcome here, and the day will come when Alderaan sees peace. Until then, feast, celebrate, and hope we live to see a kinder age.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Can this wait, NO? I've got 7 bioscans left.
Patrols report a 50% increase in blaster malfunctions.
Okay, set up a meeting with the staff sergeant. And blast it, tell me when guests are here.
Acknowledged.
Science Commander Kekana Herot, Regional Supervisor for the House Organa Garrison. Glad you made it.
Good to meet you too. What's going on?
Saw the report on how you handled the Wolf Baron and House Thul. Hoped you could help us out here too. This area used to be a staging point against House Ulgo. Usurper General calls himself King of Alderaan, but Ulgo outplayed us.
How are you outplayed?
Alderaan has a native species called the Killiks. Insects. Hive mind. Semi-intelligent. House Ulgo turned them against us. The bugs swarm, rip apart walkers, whole battalions.
Is Ulgo controlling the bugs somehow?
That's what I'd like to know. I was drafted as Science Commander to find the Killik's weakness, but I need a task force to get inside enemy territory. If you can capture a living specimen, I can learn how Ulgo makes the nests attack, and stop all this at once.
If you've got a strategy, lay it out.
Killiks can absorb prisoners into their hive mind. The victims are called joiners. You'd need to assault Killik territory, subdue a joiner under fire, and bring him here for interrogation. This tranquilizer will keep him docile.
Enough standing around. Let's haul jets.
Hey, we're losing this fight. If we don't solve the Killik problem soon, this place will be overrun. You're our best hope, and there'll be no second chance.
You got it, Captain.
Got one? Fantastic. Containment protocols, Enno.
What have you done to us? We've strayed from the nest.
Good. If he can talk, he can tell us why the Killiks are attacking, and how House Ulgo is controlling them.
Is she right? Can you tell us why you've been attacking?
There is such pain now. The song of the universe is disrupted. The warriors are angry, and we swarm.
I don't understand. You say there's pain?
We feel the agony. Your species is responsible. We must swarm.
There's a lot of neural activity. He is hurting. Must be his connection to the hive mind. Not sure why.
Your people drag us to your pain factory beneath the mountains. You must be dissected and absorbed.
Where are the Killiks being taken?
The tunnels. So close. We can sense them now.
Enno, take him to a cell.
When we come, you will join with us.
We have our answer. Ulgo is torturing Killiks on our land, driving them against us. Take out the Ulgo pain factory, and you free up almost all our troops.
Suppose you're right. What's our next step?
There's a cave system nearby. Ulgo troop levels are high, and we've spotted Killiks too. Place is a death trap. No one gets near it. It's got to be the pain factory. If you get inside, destroy the Ulgo forces and contact me. Let's stop that swarm.
the town!
Intruders! Alert base and assume battle positions. Retarget the torture droids. Release the Killiks if you have to. We can take the enemy's very best.
You want to brag or you want to shoot? I can do both.
You've got a smart mouth. Maybe I'll turn the droids on you when they need a break from the Killiks. For House Ulgo! For the crown!
That's right! I got you!
If it isn't my favorite strike team, tell me you found the Ulgo Pain Factory.
They've got quite a setup. Looks like the Ulgos were here a while.
Ulgo's going to have a hard time riling up the Killiks now. Gives us breathing room. Of course, it'd be a shame to let all that tech go to waste. But Ulgo learned a few things about the bugs.
Glad you're paying attention, Science Commander.
I might be able to replicate the Ulgo experiments. Bring the Killiks onto our side. See if you can salvage the data and equipment.
Sorry, but I can't let someone else torture a sentient life form.
You don't think of anyone but yourself. Fine. You should get out of there. Meet me at the command post for a debrief.
Bumek, Kinam Kengam.
The strike team destroyed the Ulgo facility. Killik attacks have fallen by 40% already.
It seems putting you in charge was the right decision after all.
Thank you, sir.
And this must be your strike team. Always a pleasure to see you.
It's been too long already.
Manalang yang perlu, amka kalami na yakira lebua.
Then we strike at House Ulgo itself. Thanks to all of you.
I know we had our differences, but I'm willing to bury them. I've got battle plans to draw and a lot of stimcaf to drink.
I hope everything goes well. Be careful.
You too. This war's no good for any of us, and it's a long way from over.
You've got a minute, Captain. I've got something on my mind. You've got a minute, Captain. I've got something on my mind.
Rumors are filling the hollow frequencies of a daring robbery at our old estate. You've set a lot of tongues wagging.
House Bayless is missing a datapad from their new library.
I'll let my dear sister have the honors. Never could decipher that blasted thing.
It's a simple code, woven through the genealogical entries. You just have to assemble the letters correctly, Len.
I can't wait to see what's inside.
I hope it isn't a huge explosion. That would be anticlimactic.
According to this, we must pry open the droid's ventral servomotor housing and disable its lateral conduits. The holochip is hidden within a false power storage unit, behind a detonite charge, entering the disarm code.
You sure we ought to be standing this close, Captain?
I've got it! After all these centuries, we finally have our proof. The information on this holochip proves House Turan is owed a considerable number of credits. When the other families hear of this, we will reclaim our status among the nobility.
Don't forget who put you back on top.
I think you'll find us extremely generous to our friends.
I must leave at once to have this data authenticated by the Royal Council. Len, see to our hero's payment.
Nothing would please me more, dear sister.
Oh, brother. Let me know when you're done with Slick.
I need you with me, Corso.
Anything you want, Captain.
I thought I'd treat you to a lavish dinner, but it's clear you have other plans. Here, take this datapad to your associate Risha. It contains one of House Turan's old family recipes. The design for a powerful anti-radiation shield, which makes a starship immune to all sorts of nasty cosmic rays.
This better be the real deal, or I'll be back.
While I'd love to see you again, I can assure you this shield design is flawless. Once you add your bonus for recovering heirlooms from our old home, you'll find you've done quite well. You have House Turan's deepest thanks. Someday you'll have powerful friends on Alderaan. Farewell.
medical pads are currently open for business.
You got House Tehran's schematic. Perfect. That wasn't too bad, was it?
Len is quite a flirt. And handsome.
Found time for a little rest and relaxation. Good for you. Your next delivery is to take that head in the jar to a sniveling little stuffed shirt named Pima Ahuf. Pima is at House Alda's estate. You'll have to sneak through some tough battle zones to get there.
What else do you know?
They're Alderaan's original rulers. They've lost most of their political power, but none of their snootiness.
Can't wait to ditch that creepy head. I swear its eyes follow me around the cargo hold.
This is one delivery I recommend keeping covered. Let's not upset the locals any more than we need to. Good luck, Captain.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
guided tours of House Alder's Royal Museum are closed until further notice. Scoot along and don't be a bother. Otherwise, you'll answer to security.
Do you want this head in a jar or not?
I most certainly do not. Get that disgusting thing out of my sight. I mean, really, what sort of buffoon brings a counterfeit head and expects payment? House Alder has already obtained the head of Darth Bandon, thank you very much. It was genetically authenticated by one of my conservators yesterday.
You're being a fool.
How dare you? House Alder does not make mistakes. Cadrith? Cadrith, come here.
Yes, noble curator. How may I serve your impeccable rectitude?
Where is Neva? I want her to run the genetic authenticator on this head and prove it's a fake.
I haven't seen Neva since she authenticated the other head yesterday, noble curator. I sent a message to her holo, but she never replied.
I need you to test this head for me, Cadrith.
I'd really rather not. It's quite ugly.
Cadrith, perform a genetic authentication on this head at once. Compare the results to the head we received yesterday.
I beg your patience, noble curator. This process will take some time. I'm afraid we have a slight problem. This head is a 100% genetic match for the Sith Lord Darth Bandon. I retested the head Neva verified yesterday, and it does not appear anywhere in the genetic authenticator's database.
Somebody owes me an apology.
And someone owes me an explanation. Captain Skavik, this is Noble Curator Pima Ahoth speaking. I demand that you return the Arcanian hyperdrive at once. The head you bought it with is a counterfeit.
Sorry, Pimi. I have a strict no refunds policy. Hey, Captain. You're a little late to the party.
I'm coming to get you, Skavik.
Just give me a few minutes to clean up. I wasn't expecting company. Hope you don't mind, Pimi, but Neva's taking an early retirement. She's too gorgeous for life in a museum.
What? You menace! You corrupted that girl!
Wasn't that hard, trust me.
You won't have much use for women once me and Huey get done with you, Skavik.
You still got that giant Viper sword? What are you trying to compensate for, kid?
Corso doesn't have anything to prove.
Oh, forgive me. I didn't know you two had gotten so close. I wish I had a hollow of your face right now, Captain. That expression is just priceless. Have fun eating my vapor trails.
This is unthinkable. Skavik has committed a grievous affront to House Alder.
I was promised payment for this head, your worship.
The hyperdrive was to be your payment. It's an extraordinary apparatus, custom-built by one of Arcania's most brilliant engineers. Skavik received the Arcanian hyperdrive at the spaceport yesterday. If he's still there, he must not have finished installing it. Skavik cannot leave Alderaan without a functioning hyperdrive. Hurry, catch him before he escapes!
Huh? Huh.
You didn't waste any time, did you, Captain? Bet you ran quicker than a Varactyl on hot sand. Not that it mattered.
How does he always manage to get away?
Yeah, sorry I can't be there in person, but my sweet little Neva is very sensitive to violence. Don't worry, though. My friends here will show you a good time.
What's wrong? Afraid to face me yourself?
It's just... this way I can watch you get slaughtered from every conceivable angle. Isn't technology wonderful? Captain, say hello to Sergeant Teutonian and his men. They were working freelance for the houses, but now they work for me.
You hired a whole army to kill just us? I'm honored.
The Sergeant has graciously accepted my contract, on very short notice, I might add, to vaporize you.
I'm giving you mercenaries one chance to surrender.
Skavak didn't tell us you were crazy. We should have charged extra.
Once you're buried, I'll pay my respects to Risha and collect what's mine. Goodbye, Captain.
Hit it, men!
You're either the luckiest shot in the galaxy, or those were some seriously unlucky mercenaries. Guess I'll erase this hollow recording.
Anybody who works for you dies. Got it?
That's pretty hard on employee morale, you know that? Look, I hate to cut things short, but I got a swanky new hyperdrive to install. Love that Arcanian tech. You take good care of the rest of my stuff, Captain. I'll be coming for it soon.
Just found out what's happening. Sorry I'm late. The good news is, I tracked Skavak's ship to House Thul's spaceport. He must have gone there to finish installing that hyperdrive. There's still time to get him.
I'll fly us to that other spaceport in no time.
Throttle down, Captain. It's not that simple. The Empire controls House Thul. Skavak has landing clearance from the Imperials, but you'll have to sneak in on foot. Luckily, someone here owes me a big favor. I've arranged a meeting to sneak you inside that spaceport and get the hyperdrive. What a perfect excuse to blow things up. Careful, that spaceport is crawling with Imperials. My contact is at these coordinates. Oh, and there may be a way we can profit from this whole debacle. House Alda still wants the head. That pompous gasbag Pima Ahuf will probably pay anything to get it. I'll see what he has to say. He was willing to give up a custom-built Arcanian hyperdrive for that head. I suspect he'll say a lot. Good luck, Captain. I'll be waiting.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business. Have a safe and pleasant stay.
Hello again, Captain. I understand Skavak has escaped. I was, Truly sorry to hear that.
I still have your head. Got anything useful to trade for it?
We got off on the wrong foot, didn't we? I apologize if I was rude before. You must understand, the head of Darth Bandon is a priceless artifact. He was the Sith Lord who murdered one of Alderaan's noblest sons. Centuries ago, Trask Ulgo bravely sacrificed himself in combat with Darth Bandon. Trask's martyrdom saved the Galactic Republic.
What keeps the head fresh-looking after all these years?
When Darth Bandon ultimately fell in battle, Sith acolytes preserved and enshrined his head. Despicable people. Alderaan's current king is of the Ulgo family bloodline, and he reveres his ancestor Trask. The remains of Trask's murderer will be the perfect peace offering to our king. House Alda must have your head, so to speak.
This head's gonna cost you a lot.
I was afraid you'd say that. Any payment in credits I give you for the head now will have to come from my own funds. I'm not a wealthy man. Please, I beg you, for the love of peace and posterity, please accept my offer of what little I possess.
As long as I get the haul jets out of here, fine.
You are very gracious indeed, and a credit to your profession. I must deliver this head to Baron Alda at once. Thank you for your understanding. Farewell.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Ulgo's forces are advancing, Lieutenant. You will hold that outpost, no excuses. Crescent out. Mercenary or Patriot doesn't matter. You're welcome here. Major Crescent, 1st Organa Regiment. I'm in charge of holding this area against the usurper who calls himself King Ulgo.
I'll do whatever I can to aid House Organa's cause.
Good. I'm in desperate need of your assistance. All my forces are committed to holding back Ulgo's army, but an important mission has just come up. I need volunteers to invade an enemy stronghold and rescue one of my people.
I can't help unless you tell me everything, Major.
It's my daughter, Andra. She's been captured. Against my express wishes, she infiltrated the Ulgos posing as a lowly servant girl. She thinks she's some kind of hero. A reckless little fool.
Your daughter is a very brave young woman.
Brave? It's lunacy. She has no training. That's why she got caught. 2 days ago, Andra transmitted an emergency alert. Ulgo jammed the frequency before she could reveal any information. I feared the worst, until my scouts picked up a distress call earlier today. It's a signal from Andra. She's alive.
Anybody who causes this much trouble deserves to be rescued.
Whatever you do, don't encourage her behavior. I've already lost Andra's mother and brothers to this war. If you save her, this recklessness must end. She won't listen to me, but you might convince her to abandon her foolishness. I'll reward you for that favor.
One mission objective at a time, Major.
Yes, of course. Andra's signal came from the estate of House Rist, not far from here. That filth Ulgo Must have turned my daughter over to the Rist assassins for torture.
Are Rist and Ulgo allies?
They support Ulgo's claim to the throne. In return, he pays them to do his dirty work. Assassinations, torture, sabotage. Please get Andra away from those filthy killers. Good luck.
That's right. I got you.
Manchito di puna puna, kabuk nuni slemo. Chonki faguta. Jiho poda ji oto vokise.
What's wrong? You too good to speak basic?
Patoga wata kiko uba kiri wata buki donko. Se gota do muti kihasa da puño. Liz di woto. Kupa tonti toki maki chisa chubolo wawuni.
This is about justice, not crime.
Conchita. Kabanotase makipuna, malituta odmishka. Kichawa joto du debita tuta ulya, nuja.
That's far enough. One more step and the girl dies.
Oh, you're in trouble now. Told you I had powerful friends. She may not look like much, but she's killed more men than all you risked combined.
You gonna be alright?
I could use a bath, but otherwise I'm great. You?
I don't care who you are. You invaded the sovereign territory of House Rist and murdered its people.
Release your captive, and you can live.
I don't bargain with scum.
Congratulations, idiot. You're about to die.
Not before I end your life. Guards!
Sorry about all the nonsense before. I had to keep that flunky off guard. Nice bit of rescuing, by the way.
Relax. Everything's gonna be alright.
Yes, I know. Shall we move on? Glad to see Father got my signal. Escaping by myself would have been a bother.
You gave your father quite a scare.
Not the first time. Won't be the last. Can't be helped. Here, take this. Give it to my father immediately. No time to explain. He'll understand. I'll find my own way out. My cover with Ulgo may be blown, but I can still be useful inside House Thul.
Next time, try not to get captured.
I'd better go. That chaos you caused won't cover my escape forever.
Knock yourself out?
Funny. For a second, I was afraid you'd been ordered to drag me home. Thanks again for the assist. Get that datapad to my father on the double. Lives are at stake.
Dumb, ugly, and dead.
See, you made it back. Andra sent me a disheartening communication. Some nonsense about spying on House Thul. Stubborn girl escapes one disaster and rushes off to another.
Your daughter is brave and strong. Give her some credit.
I don't want her brave and strong. I want her safe and secure. Andra mentioned she gave you a datapad. Said it was important. Let me have a look. I recognize these coordinates. And that date. Blast, Ulgo. How is he always a step ahead of us?
Whoa, try to calm down.
Unless you help me, House Organa's mission here is doomed. Listen carefully. An armored column is coming to reinforce our position. King Ulgo has learned of our plans. He hired saboteurs to destroy the armored column before it arrives.
Tell your armored column to turn back.
I can't. They're moving through enemy territory on calm silence. By the time I can reach them, it will be too late. The Risk saboteurs set up camp in some nearby caverns next to a bridge. They'll demolish the bridge as the armored column crosses it. We'll lose everything unless you destroy the saboteur camp immediately.
I'll do it blindfolded, just for fun.
The saboteurs will be well armed and dug in. Be careful. You saved House Organa's mission here. If I had a medal, I'd pin it right on you.
Tell you what, give me some credits, and I'll buy one for both of us.
You're quite a mercenary, but I admire your results. One thing's certain, we can't afford another incident like this. It's time to implement new security protocols. If only Andra were here. Thank you again for all you've done. Goodbye.
Vehicle pads are currently open for business.
Why help the Pantiers? They left. The minute the Republic disagreed with them, they up and seceded.
The Pantiers ruled Alderaan for the past century. If they're still alive, no one takes the throne without their blessing. Ah, I was hoping you'd make your way here. Major Crescent told me of your actions at the bridge. How long were you listening? Are you aware of the situation with House Pantier?
Former ruling family. We need their support.
After the last Pantier Queen's death, Boris Olgo invaded, slaughtered the entire bloodline. Until a few days ago, we believed he'd wiped them out. However, we have new intelligence that some of the Pantiers survived and are in the mountains.
So that's good news, right?
Except that Boris Olgo knows it too, and he is massing strike teams to finish what he started.
And the Republic wants us to risk our lives to stop them.
The Republic must stand against genocide, Captain Skov. But the troops I sent never returned, and our reinforcements won't be here in time.
I've got a weakness for imperiled noble families. So much treasure, and so few people to share it.
If the Pantiers survive, I'm certain they'll see you well rewarded. The Olgos will be staging their move into the mountains for the assault by Tharata. To track down the strike teams, look for their transports. Good luck.
down!
Thank you for taking on those strike teams. I think that's the last of them. There aren't many who'd take on such a dangerous mission on short notice. The Republic owes you, but not half as much as House Pentier.
How much are we talking?
I was speaking metaphorically, but I'm sure House Pentier will put a figure to it. I've received word from Kitay Pantier, the heir to the house. She'd like to meet with you. House Pentier's current location is well guarded and not common knowledge, but the brass is granting you temporary clearance to visit.
I'll have a chat with her.
Thank you. The Pantiers owe us, you, their lives now. It's crucial this goodwill lasts long enough to get a Republic government on the throne.
Still sucking up, even after they turn their backs on the Republic in its darkest hour.
Politicians are like planets. They orbit around whatever glows the brightest. But that's the game here. If we don't learn to win it, the Empire will. Thank you for your service.
Where's Skavik? I'd like a chat.
Nakag-agib kikbenabab. Neya agam berakaki. Bomogala apayan. Nilama imi amka angam? Naya naramkam. Kala ama mani mami. Libigbak.
You got suckered by one of the galaxy's great con artists.
Manub meraka naja. Kinamabam. Yak manala. Bragam nemnya inubuyin. Kamamka amkananya. Beraka karam kara. Ninyamak oramag yang megik.
You're not going anywhere until you junk Skavik's starship for me.
Nibaga klamka. Gakyam. Glagnimu amya galak.
Fine. Get out of here.
Bimkanaya nugan. Jinim naya lak umnan mege.
Thank the stars. We're in desperate need, and you're the only one we can turn to.
Why don't you tell me who you are first?
Sidonia and Len Tehran. Are you receiving a clear transmission?
There's a lot of static on this end.
I'll boost our signal. I hope you haven't left Alderaan.
Duke Bayless was offended by your visit to our former home. He's demanding satisfaction. The Duke is sending his son, Zin Bayless, Alderaan's finest marksman, to challenge me to a pistol duel to the death.
Isn't House Organa protecting you?
The Organas think we deliberately sabotaged their peacemaking efforts by attacking House Bayless. They're refusing to intervene.
My brother never mastered the art of the blaster. He can't possibly face Zin. Unless we find a champion to take Lin's place, he's as good as dead. Please, will you be our champion?
What's the upside for me?
We'll reward you well to fight on my brother's behalf. Please, come to House Organa at once. Zin will arrive any moment, and you must be here to meet him.
Just in time. We were, about to start without you.
If you think the prospect of killing a woman bothers me, think again. She is, after all, not a lady.
Nice robes, pal. Sew them yourself?
Inform your simple-minded servant he should not speak. I have no compunction about killing your second first.
Draw.
Ah! You filthy mongrel! How dare you violate the rules of noble combat? The duel hadn't even started!
What about now?
Stop! Stop! Blast you! The duel is ended! You win!
Leave House Tehran alone. Understand?
They're not worth another moment of my time. I can't believe you shot me without waiting for the duel to start. Twice!
You saved my brother's life.
Not only that, you did it with style. Where did you learn to fight like that?
Little here, little there. Mostly I make things up as I go.
So you're classically trained?
There are no words to express our gratitude. This reward will have to suffice.
What can I say? I love my work.
Let's hope we never have need of your services again. My brother and I must flee House Organa. It's only a matter of time before House Bayless makes another move against us.
Why don't you come with me? It's probably safer.
Alderaan is our home. We must stay and restore our family's honor. Captain, we will always remember you as our champion. Farewell.
Now is the time. The longer that tick is on the throne, the deeper he digs into Alderaan's veins.
I don't disagree, it's...
Our savior. I'm truly honored to welcome you to House Pantir. I am Princess Katay, the closest excuse for an heir we have after that monster Ugo's work.
So when do we kill the brute?
I knew I liked you. As I was telling Commander Burdell, conventional force won't win this. Boris Olga's army is a match for the Organas, and what remains of our Queensguard. The only chance is for a small force to enter our states and take the usurper on.
You make it sound so noble and exciting. How could I refuse?
Don't underestimate Boris Ulgo. He was once a hero, and he may have lost his morals, but not his training. Boris Ulgo's barricaded himself inside the throne room with his most elite guards. Kill him. As long as he lives, he's a threat.
That is not necessary. The man served the Republic for 20 years. Capture him, and he'll receive a fair trial off-world.
The world will learn of his crimes, and know he was judged fairly.
Thank you.
If you are to face him, you're the only one who can make that choice. But do not trust him to yield the throne alive. This is the private access code for our house's inner sanctum. For what you've done, for what you will do. We must trust you with it. Use it to wrest that dog from our throne. And House Pantier will be forever grateful.
Better? That ought to fix it.
So, I wondered who would be the first to try for the seat. I didn't expect an off-worlder. Who sent you? The Organas? Those broken fools, the Pantiers? What's your stake in this?
It never hurts to do the Republic a favor.
Has the Republic forgotten? I won the Battle of Rordak by personally boarding Moff Scepter's battlecruiser. What did the Pantiers ever do except abandon the Republic when the Senate faced a tough decision? The Pantiers' folly has allowed the Thuls to return. If I had not stepped forward, the Empire would have Alderaan.
So the crown, beautiful women, and piles of money didn't influence you at all?
I did this for Alderaan. You have no right to judge me. This is my world, and I'll die before I see it in someone else's hands. To arms, men! Defend the throne for Alderaan!
That ought to fix you. Better? There. Better?
You're making a mistake. I'm the only one with the strength to defend Alderaan against the Empire.
No one will judge you except by the evidence of your actions.
And when Alderaan falls to the Empire, and our people are sold into slavery, who will judge me then?
Lock him in restraints. There's a transport outside. Congratulations. Not many people can say they brought down a king. Commander Bradell will want to thank you himself.
Report.
I hope you've got a strong holding cell on the ship.
Oh yes. I'm sure Boris Olgo was not one to go quietly. You've done more than the combined might of the Empire and Republic could. Freed the throne from Boris Olgo. But it will still be a fierce battle to keep the Empire from consuming this world.
Why is it that nothing's ever really over with you people? We won! Be happy!
All right. You deserve, we all deserve, to celebrate this victory. I cannot hold you here any longer. Thank you for your service. Alderaan is one step closer to freedom because of you.
I've never been so happy to see a starship part in all my life, but I'm even happier to see you in one piece.
That was the craziest run I've ever made.
Then you haven't made the Varsunian run of Palking 14. I have to hand it to you, Captain. You not only took care of business, but you made Skavik look like a fool.
I just wish we could have settled this once and for all.
Living well is still the best revenge. I don't know about you, but I'm having the time of my life. I'm glad we're done here. It's funny, I can't help thinking Nock Draen would have hated this world as much as I do. Legend is, Nock was descended from royal blood. They say that's how he got to be king of the galactic underworld before he died.
How did this guy wind up Wormfood?
Every spacer, pirate, and gangster from Abrogado Ray to Yavin has a theory. Some say he was shot in the back by a Rodian. Anyone who actually knew Nock will tell you that's ridiculous. Others say he was killed by his most trusted lieutenant. A few say he died in his sleep.
What do you think happened to him?
I think the galaxy is full of people with too much time on their hands. I try to ignore them. It won't take long to wire the Arcanian hyperdrive to the ship's engines, and the anti-radiation shield will be a snap to build.
Is there some reason I need anti-radiation shielding?
You can never have too much protection. Didn't they teach you that in freighter captain school? I'll have those upgrades online in... wait. Hang on. Oh, this ought to be good. Hello, Skavik. How's Trix?
Just fantasizing about killing you and your friends, sweetheart. Want to hear the details?
In my fantasy, you burn alive.
My plan involves synthrope, a jar of Dio sauce, and a starving colony of Kretch insects.
Haven't you learned yet, Skavik? Cheaters never win. We're leaving Alderaan with all the prizes, and you're, well, stuck being you.
Have fun while it lasts, kids. The end of the ride is coming soon.
He's just mad because we're leaving Alderaan first. Let's hit the hyperlanes.